Guys, you're welcome to Punch Sports Extra. It's a beautiful Monday. It's time for us to talk sports again, like we always do on this day at this time. My name is Shegun Odunayo. I have with me my co-anchor, my co-driver, Abiodun Adewale, and together we'll be driving you guys through a fantastic afternoon drive time with the very best updates in the world of sports. Let's quickly begin with the biggest thing that happened in the world of football this weekend. I mean, the weekend that just went by. Real Madrid, kings of Europe, once again for the 15th time. And what a way to do it. Biodun, let me bring you in as quickly as possible. The very first half belonged to Borussia Dortmund. And everybody thought perhaps this will not be the year of Real Madrid. Perhaps the Yellow Boys will be having a very fantastic end to their season. And they had a very fantastic beginning to the final. The first 45 minutes plus extra time was given to them totally. Even the beginning of the second half was probably balanced. But from the 70th minute, Real Madrid started their thing.
What more can we say about Real Madrid and winning the UEFA Champions League? Maybe nothing, except that we just want to pick one or two things. Throughout the first 45 minutes of that game, one thing kept flashing. As someone who has played, who has watched his team play against Real Madrid twice in the final of the UEFA Champions League between 2018 and 2022, you could tell that for everything Borussia, for every chance that Borussia Dortmund were missing in that game, they were going to pay
for it.
So, and it's fascinating because they were not even denied by Courtois on most of those occasions. It was not cases of fantastic saves,
almost going in.
It was near misses from their players, totally not clinical. Unlike what I saw in the 2022 final, when it was Courtois against Liverpool players.
It was actually Courtois versus Liverpool.
Then just one moment, Madrid got the goal, and that was all. So a little bit of different scenario played out in Wembley on last Saturday, and they had to be local heroes. There had to be another kind of hero, and Madrid is this kind of team that had everything going well for them. And if you wanted someone to be a local hero that day, maybe Bellingham, even though some people will say he doesn't come up with the biggest of performances, but he knows how to turn up in matches. He was at Wembley on that evening, he could have done that. Vinicius Jr., who has had a very good run so far this season, turned up again in the final, and what a man. Look at the player that even opened the scoring, Dani Carvajal.
The shortest man on the pitch.
The shortest man on the pitch, rising for that header. So it was just Dortmund paying for everything that they missed in that game. You wouldn't have been able to tell what would have happened if they had one or two balls at the back of the net in the first 45 minutes. But we will always say it was Madrid, and it was the final of the UEFA Champions League. It was inevitable. Taking it away from them is almost
always lose. They almost always win, rather.
So just going into the final, you already want to concede to them. Everybody called Dortmund the underdogs. Of course. Right before the whistle was blown for the commencement of the game. So it was just Madrid doing Madrid things. And
what is interesting is that in the very first half, you begin to wonder if the Real Madrid players were there for a final, or if they were on that pitch on tour, because they didn't come to the party at all. Everybody, perhaps except for Thibaut Courtois, Vinicius Jr. was virtually missing. Jude Bellingham was strolling on the pitch of play. Toni Kroos was not cruising. Dani Carvajal was in trouble with Karim Adeyemi pouncing down his throat on the left side. And it was practically Borussia Dortmund enjoying themselves. But it's a final. You don't come to enjoy. You just come to do the job and you go back home. It's as simple as that. But they came to, enjoy the field. Karim Adeyemi, guilty of missing several opportunities. As guilty as he was still their best attacking option up front because of pace, because of power. Immediately they took him off in the 70th minute, and Marco Reus came on board.
There was no gas.
It was like Real Madrid turned on that switch, and turned on that switch. It was Vini's beautiful move that has now gone viral, trying to go past the defender, led to a corner kick. Who else to take that corner kick but the man who was playing his very last club football game? Stand up, Toni Kroos. A fantastic corner kick.
And the shortest man
landed on the head of the shortest man on the pitch, Dani Carvajal. Borussia Dortmund was trying to come back from that, and they still continued with their play it from the back style of play. Unfortunately, playing it from the back landed in the feet, or landed at the feet of Jude Bellingham, who untouched the ball to Vinicius Junior, who was in a happy mood because we've seen Vini miss numerous one-on-one opportunities this season, but not that one, because he just put the ball on his left leg from his right, untouched it to himself, passed the goalkeeper. 2-0, 83 minutes, the game was done and dusted. And
eventually now, he's the...
Yes, the list came out today, this afternoon, recently. I mean, just a few minutes ago. Vinicius Junior has been adjudged the best player of the tournament. Jude Bellingham, best young player of the year. Just 3 years gap between both of them. But the question is, Vinicius Junior, everybody on social media, stakeholders at Real Madrid, players have been commenting on his Instagram page, Ballon d'Or, Ballon d'Or, Ballon d'Or. Everybody, including Karim Benzema, is he getting the Ballon d'Or?
I think they must be having that conversation right now at Real Madrid. You know, when you join them, they tell you this is a team of Ballon d'Or winners. And if you had a season as good as that, Bellingham was the best player in the La Liga. Yeah. Not Vinicius.
Not Vinicius.
But in the Champions League, he is. And he has turned up on one of the biggest nights.
Semi-final, both games, he was man of the match.
In European football this season. So give it to him already. It might be a close call eventually, but he looks to be in the pole position at the moment. And the good thing is, the only rival he has is also within the team. So it's going to be a Madrid win eventually. But on another level, I just want to look at it. I already see him taking the award home already. You know, it was just the same way that Karim Benzema was exceptional
that season,
some season ago.
2022.
He nicked it even with the best of players in the world at that moment, still playing active football, not in US, not in Saudi Arabia. He still got to what he wanted and was the Ballon d'Or winner as at then.
However, there's still the Copa America and the Euros. Perhaps if Brazil goes on to win, it could be, and Vinicius Junior does turn up, because like they say, he usually does not turn up in a yellow jersey. If he does turn up in that tournament, perhaps it will increase his chances of winning. But if Jude Bellingham and England somehow manage to push the Three Lions all the way to victory, and Jude plays a prominent part, even if he doesn't play a prominent part, the fact that he's England, it will have to his CV, and then who knows. But like you said, one way or the other, it looks like it is coming home to Real Madrid, the best player in the world, once again, after a couple of years, just 2 years or so down the line, Karim Benzema, and then it's coming home. I remember there was a time when they used to say Vinicius Junior was playing against the team. There was a rumor then that they said Benzema told some of the boys not to pass the ball to him, and then it was Messi. Not Messi. It was Messi, and just a few years down the line, he's unplayable. He's unmarkable. Vini collects the ball, and he's coming straight at you. He's not playing Guardiola pattern of a robotic football style. He's coming at you. Even if people are 20, he's coming at you.
Well,
and look at him.
I think he's grown over the years. Vinicius has been at Madrid 2018 or so, if not then. For his age, he has spent a reasonable number of years at that club. Unlike Jude Bellingham, it wasn't an instant hit for Real Madrid. But over time, as playful as he can be, as wasteful as he can be, his game has grown. And I think this will go down as one of his best seasons in the colours of Real Madrid as well. So I believe that as a human being, normally now, he might be able to pick one or two lessons. Brazilian players have flair. They want to enjoy football. Even with every other negativities that comes with it, they just want to play football and enjoy it. So I believe he has learned, he has grown, and he will just want to take one or two things, then let's see another version.
It's funny when they say Vinicius will get, who would have thought? But anyway,